EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale. Getting set now for the second shot here at the par 4 first.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Now to the first par 3 here at the Tour Championship at East Lake. It is the second hole, 214 yards. And really, to score well at East Lake, players cannot afford to miss the green on the short side of the flagstick, and that's especially true right here. This par 3 plays a bit shorter than the yardage, but it is a must to put the ball on the green. That green slopes dramatically from back to front and from left to right and is guarded by bunkers on both sides. That is an excellent play right there. The approach giving him another good look. So coming off the birdie on the previous hole, a chance now for yet another one.
And momentum all in his favor.
And with that birdie, moves into second place. Frank, what are the players facing here at this short par 4 third?
It's uphill, so it'll play a little longer than what it measures on the card. The green, I think, is the most interesting aspect of this hole. That back portion, you have to really be precise there, but you can use the slope when the flag's on the front. Try and spin it back towards that flag.
That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the hole location from here. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll.
Frank, you can feel the momentum shifting.
You can. It might look tight at the top at the moment, but you definitely get the impression we're going to see a change in the lead very soon.
Beautiful birdie right there. Getting set now for the approach at the fourth, and what should the player be looking at?
Well, just the green up ahead, Rich. This is so severe in the undulations and fast. You don't want to leave the ball left or past the flag.
tugged that one a little bit offline to the left. And he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Okay, good shot on the dance floor. And he's putting for par now. Hard-fought par right there. The first of 2 par 5s that have been shortened to play as par 4s for the Tour Championship by Coca-Cola. This 520-yard hole will play much shorter than the yardage as the drive generally pitches forward on the downslope of that fairway. The second shot will be a middle to long iron from a downhill lie, and that's the key. That's what makes it difficult to get to some of the tighter hole locations. So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. In the greenside bunker here, Frank. Nice to go to the beach, but not too often, we hope. Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. This is really one of the most scenic holes on tour all year long, and a fitting spot for the season finale, the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. It's the 6th hole. It's over 200 yards, and there's plenty of blue water out there just to keep a player focused on the task at hand. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a 2-putt, well done.
Well done.
He'll take par and move on. On to the 7th hole here at East Lake in the Tour Championship.
In this round with the lead.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Little uphill to this green, Frank. Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but Well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Pressure is on to make birdies. Cars just aren't going to get it done, Frank.
Gonna have to start aiming at some more flag sticks.
Here's another dogleg to the left at East Lake in the Tour Championship. It's the 405-yard par 4 8th hole, and position is paramount here off the tee. You see those 3 fairway bunkers along the left side. You need to avoid those. You want to be positioned on the right. If you get it down that right side in the fairway, you'll have a good chance to attack the whole location. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
He'll need to be strong with this.
We're going to try and pop this up. Got to have a good shot. Good shot. That's what we wanted. That's what we
Superb
wanted.
shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Man. I don't know if I can hit that last.
Setting himself up for a good weekend, the Riley golf instructor makes his birdie. We mentioned at the start of this Tour Championship, East Lake is a par 70, so just 2 par 5s, and here is the first on the golf course. It's the 9th, 600 yards. There's some water in play. Still, though, good chance for birdie.
That sure worked.
Second shot coming up here at the par 5.
I'll get it to roll on.
In the thick stuff.
Thick. It's brittle out there.
How are you today?
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Oh, man.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
He has this putt for birdie.
I need that birdie.
Starting to make a nice move. 5 under with that birdie for the tournament. FedEx Cup drama continuing here at historic East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta, Georgia. We're getting set for the backside. Rich Lerner and Frank Novello for EA Sports calling all the action. And we'll take you down now to the 10th hole. This has really been impressive. Started off slowly, just didn't have a whole lot, but kind of hung in there, fought when it wasn't going their way, and now here they are with a few birdies, really playing well at the closing stretch.
Okay, that break took longer than I thought. I'm sure I lost most of you. Apologies.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Getting set now for the approach here at the 10th.
A good drive down the left side. Looks nicely at this green, but the green pitches from that back right to the front left. You can use the slope to your advantage. Could have been a lot worse. That didn't finish up too bad.
No, just on the fringe, so he'll still have an opportunity to knock this one in.
Oh, that was solid, Rich. This one's safely on.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola from East Lake Golf Club continuing. We're at the 11th hole. It is the only hole on the golf course under 200 yards. It's a 197-yard par 3.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. Not a gimme, but well within his range. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just a couple of feet. Well, considering the lead that he has on the rest of the field, a par is all you need. Another short par 4 here at the Tour Championship. East Lake Golf Club with a FedEx Cup on the line. The 12th is only 391 yards. What do you make of this hole, Frank?
It's a nice little downhill par 4, Rich, going all the way back down towards East Lake itself. And another positional hole off the tee, leaving just a short iron in. But very deceptive green to read. It's actually fairly flat.
Come in here and say that again. I'll fuck your shit up, dry boy. Leg having land ass bitch. Hello?
Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
I'm finishing up a tournament right now. So
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie.
I didn't know you were going to be playing tonight.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Right on. Man, I got the turkey ready.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Pop that shit on.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Yeah?
Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. But now a chance for a birdie.
Dubs does. What are those? And you put the arm around them. Yeah, I've seen those. I had some guy come at me with one of those. I thought I was going to be able to shoot into it.
Once considered the best PGA teaching pro in the country, our featured golfer makes birdie and now sits comfortably inside the cut line. Here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, and another good par 4. The 13th is 476 yards, and once again a classic Donald Ross green sloping from back to front. And really, that makes positioning so critical. Need to get the ball in play off the tee here, have a chance to put the ball in the right spot, and then maybe you have a go at 3. Oh, look out, Frank. Where's this one headed?
This is definitely rough, Rich, off the tee.
That picture you sent me?
So in the first cut here, it could be worse.
Leg ass heaven beach. I evolved to not have legs so I could swim ass. Oh, that wasn't good. That's not good.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Dude, I started watching Stranger Things. You watched it? I didn't know you did.
Try to scramble here. He's giving himself a chance
I like
for
it,
par.
but I'm not sure why I like it. I'm trying... Nah, I don't like that.
And getting ready for the putt.
I need it, like, that whole dimension thing. Like, you gotta give me, like... I don't have enough stuff to base... I don't know. Like, there's ways that I suspend my belief when I watch Star Trek, but they're also really
Frank,
good at
amazing how
explaining
this
things.
hole
Like,
has
that's probably
gotten
the one
away.
show I watch that's
He's
like,
not Robinson Crusoe. Happened to everybody that's played this game.
No, I get the universe it's in. I get the universe it's in. I love how... No. Yeah, but there's science. I mean, nowadays you do have to... You gotta just explain yourself a little bit. That's why The Walking Dead's kind of pissing me off a little bit.
Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news still has the
Even though it
lead.
has great backstory.
Can't afford another, though.
Here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, this par
The
4
kids
14th
got some
is
chops.
straight away.
They do. They got
But
some
it
great
is
chops.
narrow.
I wasn't sure
You
on
have
that
to put
L
the ball in
kid
play off the
until,
tee
like,
here.
she kind of got more lines. And I wasn't sure on that Will kid because he doesn't do shit the first season. I was like, oh, maybe he's just a throwaway character. No.
Frank, so many different
But I just
lies
wasn't sure,
in
like,
golf. This is one you don't see
I'm
too
about
much. The
midway
golf
through the
ball
second
is
season.
on the mulch.
Yeah, and it never really sits up, so this is one of those ones...
Oh,
you've got to be
dude,
much more conservative
Dude, I
than
didn't
you'd
realize
like
how
to
much
be.
his
Play
character
for the
would come
fat
on,
of the
but, like,
grain.
you realize... Well, you realize, like, how good he is once he rolls in with the baseball bat. Like, you're like, oh, he's the guy. He's the man. Like, that's why he's there, to do that. But it's such a weird dynamic with him, like, the girl and those two guys, because you're like, do they give a shit? Like, she's banging both of them, though. She's got to be. She's totally banging both of them. Little slut. Oh, yeah. Girl like that, she can have two guys. She gets to have two guys.
So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see.
What's there to do, though? What's there to do? We can go around and just start killing people. I mean, you can be a dick, I guess. Like, you could just sit there and destroy people's shit. That's easy. But, like, dicking around, that's how I started. Playing GTA. Like, just dicking around.
Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up.
Oh my god, this is going to be one of the toughest putts ever. Ooh. I can see all the curves in the green here. This is insane. Oh, dude, we were damn near perfect. Everything's sold. Last I've seen, I had sold, like, I got rid of one that we had extra,
Are you
so
kidding
we
me?
have one extra left.
I mean, that one was dead center.
Not come in for theirs, so.
Trying to get out of here with just one drop shot. This is for bogey.
What's that?
That puts them at 4 under for the round.
Did he miss good or?
There are just 2 par 5s here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars.
Oh,
the 15th.
sure.
It is only 525 yards. And if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle.
That's a big turkey to lose for somebody. You can't follow that shit out. Yeah.
Great strike and a great result.
What happened
setting up
the
a
other
good chance to attack the flag.
Second shot.
I know, it's one case. That's what sucks. It's not a bunch. It's just one. It's just he left a number off somewhere, you know. Yeah. We had. Well, it seems to me like he's not that good anyway.
That's an absolute beauty.
Does he like?
Now his third, staring right at the green.
On games and Facebook. I mean, that's not cool, I guess. See why you would want to do that as a grown man all the time. Like, does he have a wife? That's why he's on Facebook. Dude, you're picking up chicks on Facebook. He's trying to pick up more chicks.
Outstanding strike right there, right off the center of the club face, and a good chance for birdie.
Well, it's just, I guess it doesn't matter.
Getting set now over the putt. Just playing excellent golf. 5 under for the tournament.
When it comes to like your job, whoops, hold on. When it comes to your job,
inching
like,
closer to the finish now at the Tour Championship here at East Lake Golf Club, and that FedEx Cup title. It's a 481-yard par 4 at the 16th.
Like, listen, it's
won't
not my
play
choice.
its full yardage. This one plays considerably downhill. 4 bunkers down the left. You can try, I say that, try and carry them all. The more modest approach is thread it down that right side. Another one that requires a pinpoint second shot, also played downhill.
Like, I love being single.
It's 180 yards now to the
flagstick. There's pros and cons to both lives, like being single, being alone.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player.
For me, that would just be a given.
Like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait. At least now, he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
It's nice having a 2-parent house. It's just so crazy. Yeah, that's the worst.
Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means.
No. Yeah. And that's the type of stuff you have to think about when you're, an adult now. Yeah, other people involved in, like, it's like, dude, you got a family and you're in charge of a meat department. You're in charge of, Fairways, one of Fairways meat departments.
That's how the best in the world play it,
That's
Frank.
what you signed up for,
Well, I'd say a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking in general. Somebody taking that position. It's like, dude, that's what you signed up. You don't get to do what I do, or I get to.
Drama's really building right now at the Tour Championship here at East Lake. FedEx Cup title is on the line. Just a couple of holes to play. And Frank, what do you think of this par 4 17th at 455 yards?
Like, I come in with
all
shirts,
that's at
like,
stake, Rich, this is a perfect par 4. Water all the way down the left, so in other words, if you hit a quick hook, you realise what's going to happen there. 3 bunkers protect the other side. Really, you just have to muscle up and hit a really good tee shot that somehow finishes between the water and those bunkers. Second shot, it's not exactly easy too. You're going to see the top half of that flag green raised a little in the front and well protected by that bunker short.
And I mean, there's a shred of like that you have about him. Then yeah, you're not going to say that stuff about him. So Chad's just trying not to know what's going on. Here's what I think Chad's doing. He's trying not to know what's going on, and if you can talk him out of it, then things will be great. But like if it comes to shove, you gotta tell on him. And I guess be open with him and be like, listen, dude,
get down, lay down. Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Well, you're working to it. Like, are you and Joe
you wonder what he's thinking on that?
Making all the calls? I mean, for a new assistant, yeah, for a new assistant, that's what you want. You want to just let them just take it, especially in a small store. Just let him fucking do it. You can, let the new guy, let the assistant who's coming up, let him do it. I don't know how big or small Charles City is, but.
Well, this is how you build a good round, Frank.
Okay.
You just keep hitting greens.
Yeah. He's probably talking you up to everybody. Yeah, he's talking you up.
It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round.
Having a coach, it's gonna...
Impressive, once again.
It's like having a coach that's, talking to colleges for you.
Well, it comes down to this at the Tour Championship.
Dude,
at East Lake Golf Club here in Atlanta.
You want to know
one
my
good
story
swing.
Of how I started watching?
It's a par 3 finishing hole, the 18th. And it's all you
Tuesday
want
I got on
at 235 yards.
Dude, it was bad. It was so bad. I was trying to deliver one of the old car or whatever, the Albany, and I died twice because it was helicopters. They were so accurate. And then one time I died, it spawns me underneath a bridge where the car's on top of me, and I just got out of the lobby. So I said, screw that. Dude, how many?
This is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
They kill me. They insta-kill me.
Might not be as bad as it looks.
It's ridiculous.
You'll need to be strong with this.
You're like you got to. The time it takes for you to get out of the car and get your weapon out, they're already taking you out. So I said, fuck that. And I played a little Skyrim. That was okay. But then what I did was I just went on Netflix and I was just looking at some of the previews for stuff, And the preview for Stranger Things got me. I was like, oh man, yeah, I've always wanted to watch it. I just knew it's an investment to watch something like that. Emotionally invested time. But yeah, so I started watching it and I was just like, yeah, this is sweet. I love the retro 80s to it, and it's not like they don't overdo it. They don't they did, yeah. Here's what I think they did was they went back and looked how movies looked back in the day, like when people made movies at that time and how people were dressing, and they just did the same thing, and you're like, oh yeah, just better cameras. Like that's all it was. It looks just like those old movies, and you're seeing what people actually wore, like what it felt like then, the cars. Like it's not just 80 cars from 83 and 84. It's like no, people would be driving cars from like 75 that are that old.
On top of the leaderboard.
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.
Yeah, the dude, I love that guy. He's great. Oh, you gotta hate that guy, but he's great. Max's brother. I love how they put her up on this pedestal and she's just fucking wicked. And then, what's his name doesn't want to let her in because he's fucking got a boner for the other girl. I'm gonna switch real quick. Yeah, Michael's character is, it's really good in the first season. No, all they're all good actors.